Jujubear here, and welcome back to our coverage of the 2016 Risk Tournament group stages. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Risk, it basically goes along the lines of two players submit and a build to admin. There's a 50-50 chance that both players will have to swap over their armies. This game here will involve Sunsin Diary, and Lord Fuckwad, good friend of mine from the SH clan. Now, Sunsin's come to me with a pretty nice Pontic build, lots of horse archers, that kind of thing. And Fuckwad's come back to me with a Spartan build, so a very nice counter. Let's jump into the match and we'll see how things go. Here we go, we got a normal round. So Fuckwad's Sparta is going to be commanded by himself, and Sunsin's Pontus is going to be commanded by himself. So what do we got here? We've got Sunsin with a very nice wing over here. He's got, whoa, what the fuck? I hate when that happens. What the hell, man? Alright, we just went into the abyss for a short time there. We've got mercenary Scythian horse archers out in this flank. We've also got Celtics, Nakeds, Noble Bloods. We got the same thing happening over here, except for two Noble Bloods and a Celtic warrior and two Scythian horse archers. So pretty much not the exact same thing happening over there. We've got two Eastern Slingers in the center, three mercenary Nakeds, Bronze Shield Pikemen. Wow, Bronze Shield Pikemen, four of them. And one Pontic Royal Cav and another Noble Blood Cav. Very, very interesting to see that happening there. We've got from Fuckwad, Royal Spartans, two of them over here, wow. Citizen Cav, one Spartan Youth. In the center we have three Gorgo Skirmishers, very nice units. There we've got Perioiko Spears, two Royal Spartans, one Citizen Cav. We got Spartan Hoplites in the center, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have Perioiko Pikemen and a Perioiko Hoplite. This will be very interesting because these are very sturdy flanks here. Perioiko Spears being used pretty nicely to kind of screen these horse archers off. Oh, the Gorgo Skirmishers, are they a little bit too far ahead of themselves? I think they might be. They might actually just get caught here by Sunsin. Damn. Getting a couple of kills there on this Gorgo Skirmishers, and he's going to be able to pull out without taking too many losses from those Spartan Hoplites. Though they are going to take a lot of fire in the rear from these Gorgo Skirmishers here. Taking 5 losses. That was definitely Fuckwad's a little bit too slow. Especially these Spartan Hoplites, super heavy spear infantry. They're going to be so slow to react to that kind of thing. And it looks like they were a little bit too slow there as well. Fuckwad's very keen to get the engagement going. Going to get these spoiled Spartans coming into the flanks here. Citizen Cav out in this flank, going to be kind of following and seeing if they can help out wherever. Gorgo Skirmishers are going to be probably not going to be doing too well against the Eastern Slingers, I would expect. Especially this one's taking a couple of losses and the other one's down at 86. So we might get the other one coming back with 38 men, which is great. We do have a charge with the on the Perioiko Spears by the Noble Blood Cav. Those guys are medium spear infantry, so the mass is not going to be too heavy to deal with. Mercenary Celtic Warriors getting, I think they got charged by the Citizen Cav there. So good stuff all in all. We do have Noble Blood Cav roaming around here, looking for an engagement. Out in the flanks, Spartan General being attacked by the Naked Swords, but it's being ganged up on by the Citizen Cav, so Sunsin is going to have to support there. We do have Pontic Royal Cav getting a little bit ahead of itself. A little bit of a jumbled formation from both players. It looks like they're really trying to micro all over the place at this point. Naked Swords getting in here and getting trashed by the Royal Spartans. We do have mercenary Celtic Warriors on the way. We do have another Noble Blood Cav coming in here as well. So they're going to be able to be pulled out of that engagement, which is great. These units are now being attacked in the rear by the Celtic Warriors, and this is exactly what you can do against a unit in Hoplite War without taking too many losses. These Perioiko Spears in square formation, probably best to avoid them. These Pikemen, oh man, they don't drop the pikes in time, and Fuckwad gets a very nice charge in here, flattening a number of those Bronze Shield Pikemen. They are heavy pike infantry, so they didn't actually take too many losses. That's very interesting. Citizen Cav down to 35 men. So what appeared to be a very nice move by Fuckwad was actually, that sucks. That really didn't work out too well for him at all. Only took 1 loss on the pikemen there. These Royal Spartans are going to hold up pretty well against a number of these units. We do have an engagement out in here in this flank. Royal Spartans smashing their way through one of these Celtic Warriors. And we do have the Cav of Sunsin just chewing their way through a number of units out in the flanks. Though in the center, he's doing fairly well to hold with his pikes. and support with his naked swords. We can see the same thing happening over here. Naked swords taking a lot of heat from the Gorgo skirmishes though. Fuckwad's doing a great job with his what was left of his cavalry, skirmishing contingent. Though you can see there's just so many like pikes, so many naked swords, and so many slingers that the Gorgo skirmishers could be used against. And we got the Scythian horse archers coming into the back of those Gorgo skirmishers there. The Royal Spartan General of Fuckwad's doing a great job holding up against those 2 units very well. He's actually winning out in that engagement there. And over here we got the same thing happening, but they are alone. They don't have any support, which is not so good. Naked Sword's going to come in here and try and get into the Gorgo skirmishers. But it looks like Fuckwad's running out of options to defend his skirmishers with, and it looks like he's going to have to abandon them, which is definitely not good because the pikemen are definitely a threat against this kind of build. Pikes really are the only way of countering a Spartan build. I don't know if either player actually knew about this, because I don't actually tell any player what the other player has brought for each game. So maybe they've been talking to each other, before the actual start of the match. But yeah, we got pikemen. This is how they're dealing with them. Going to get around the back into the flanks, but this just opens up their rear to these Eastern Slingers who are going to get some amazing shots into the back of those Perioko hoplites. Very nice charge into the naked swords by Fuckwad. Good stuff. Actually, didn't make the best contact there, but oh well. Perioko pikemen holding up a number of noble blood cav. Probably not where Sunsin's cav needs to be. And it looks like Fuckwad's general is going to be able to hold out and finish off the 2 units over there, and he's going to be able to come back into the fight here. Celtic Warriors getting rid of the Gorgo skirmishers. So Sunsin's probably sitting in quite a good spot here. Oh, going to be able to catch these Citizen Cav just before they get into the Eastern Slingers. Good job from Sunsin. And it looks like he's going to pull over another Noble Blood Cav over here. Spartan Hoplites going to start to suffer against these mercenary nakeds, and some shots coming in here into the back of those Perioko Hoplites. The problem with these Bronze Shield pikemen when you're facing up against them is even if you do get into the back of them, you need to have like some unit with incredibly high charge bonus or something, because it just takes ages to break through them. Look at this. Like, they're just not breaking. I mean, you can the Perioko Hoplite doesn't have the best melee attack or weapon damage, but man, they're just taking ages to chew through there. So Sunsin's doing a great job of just kind of isolating different units around the battlefield. Ooh, taking a charge there from the Royal Spartans. They're going to lose a lot of units on that Noble Blood Cav. Though it just enables this Naked Sword to come in here. Probably should have popped Frenzy. Probably would have been much more effective on the charge there. Though these are Bronze Shield pikemen, a big mess of pikes in the center here. And it looks like, for the most part, Sunsin's probably going to take advantage of this. Though he is losing this one Bronze Shield pikeman to continued, efforts from this one Perico hoplite. But I mean, its rear is unattacked, but oh, it looks like that's just about to change, and it has, with this Royal Spartan coming into the mix. The Mercenary Naked Sword is going to get attacked or defeated by the Royal Spartan, and we get a nice rear charge coming in here on the Royal Spartan there. We've got another thing happening over here, very similar. Royal Spartan being attacked in the rear by the Noble Blood Cav. We've got Horse Archers for days as well, so the cavalry of Sunsin is not going to be super effective against the super heavy spear infantry, but I mean, it is going to be pretty effective nonetheless. Second Wind, whoa, Second Wind being popped on the Mercenary Naked Swords. We'll see if they come back. But the Royal Spartan General getting 246 kills, still in this fight, and this is what you have to do. He's got his Eastern Slingers just firing in upon this unit, and he's going to be able to kite away from this engagement. If he turns around, he's going to get shot in the back, so there's not really a good option for him there. These units have to get somewhere and get into combat fast. Perioko Pikemen, I guess they're fighting up against these Noble Blood Cav. And Bronze Shield Pikemen, what the hell? This is a really buggy formation there. That's bizarre. Pontic Royal Cav, fairly healthy unit coming back into the picture. But yeah, it looks like Sunsin's done a fairly good job at nullifying the Spartan army there. And it just so happened that he had the right kind of army to do this kind of thing. He is charging into the front of a Brace Royal Spartan. Don't know if he knows this, but it looks like that's going to be enough to take them out. These Bronze Shield Pikemen are going to be like poking them in the back as they get charged in the front by these Pontic Royal Cav. Not a good place to be. Not very healthy place to be there. Eastern Slingers is going to be chased off by the Royal Spartans. The Eastern Slingers are going to be able to outpace them any day. these horse archers being invaluable in the late game, just getting mad shots in here on these Spartan Hoplites. And it looks like the general may have just died, I don't know. Because all these Spartan units are starting to rout. Army losses, that's what it would be. Yep, so it looks like that was a masterclass in countering Sparta by Sunsin. I guess he got lucky. With any other army, or a different build brought from Pontus, I think that Fuckwad probably could have pulled it out, but seeing as how it went just at this point, I don't think Fuckwad had too much of a chance just looking at the builds that were brought today. But he did manage to get a lot of kills on his Royal Spartans. Like, that's pretty intense. The Gorgo skirmishes, he probably, if he had more, he probably would have done a little bit better. An assortment of units here, that's really funny. Spartan Hoplites didn't really have too many opponents to be effective against, but Sunsin's Scythian Horse Archers being absolutely amazing. The Noble Blood Cav being incredible as well out in the flanks. The Eastern Slingers getting amazing kills on these super heavy infantry, and the Naked Swords as well doing pretty well at getting nice charges. The Bronze Shield Pikemen as well, this is vanilla, man, and they're getting 160 kills. That's amazing stuff. Really great pike play from those units there. And I guess this pike, Bronze Shield Pikeman is pretty much the perfect counter to any Spartan army there. So very good pick, very good game. Thank you to both players, SH, Fuckwad, new name Sexual Predator, I think I like it, and Sunsin Diary, also playing a very good game as well. So thanks to both players for playing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I know I did, and we'll see you guys in the next battle. This is Jujubear signing out. Peace.